So, you're thinking of selling your house, huh? Well, today in this video, I'm gonna talk about the 5 most common questions that I get asked, right? So, number 1, how should I prepare my house to get it sold, right? So first thing, your realtor's gonna tell you, hey, this needs to be cleaned up. Get a professional cleaner, come through, mop the floors, clean it up, make it really, really nice before showings and photos. The next thing they're gonna tell you is, hey, the walls might need to be painted, the outside might need to be painted, hey, do a little landscaping here or there, or hey, you got a leak in your ceiling, you might want to get that fixed. And the reasons why you want to do this is because whenever a buyer comes through your house, that's the first thing they're going to notice. So if they see a leak in the roof, they're going to be like, what's the problem? What's the issue? Is there a default in the roof? Is there a leaky toilet? What's the issue, right? So you want to kind of hit that nail on the head before it comes up during your inspection period. So number 2, should I bring a home inspector in? It's a great idea to bring an inspector in. That way, that inspector can go through your entire house, tell you exactly what's wrong, if there's anything wrong, like leaks or any issues, if the home is older, sometimes the electrical is old, whatever that is, right? An inspector will be able to tell you. In addition to that, now that you know that X, Y, and Z needs to be fixed or repaired, you can put that in your seller's disclosure. So when a buyer comes along, they do their inspection and everything, you say, hey, I told you that this was wrong, and they can't really come back to you and say, asking for a repair or asking for a credit just because you already told them, right? So that'll save you some money in the long run, in a sense, if there's anything wrong. So number 3, how long will it take for my house to sell? Now, average days on market here in Jupiter is 34 days. Now, depending on how high you list the property for, what marketing strategies you do, what listing strategies you do, I mean, it could really all depend. And it all depends on what neighborhood you're in. I live in Abacoa, so it's a very it's a highly desirable neighborhood. And average days in market in there is less than a week. But as the market shifts, that's going up. The other question I get is, how much can I sell my house for, right? Now, it's a good idea to have an appraiser come over. An appraiser will tell you if the buyer comes financing, the appraiser will tell you how much a bank will pay for that property, right? Now, your realtor will do a CMA for you, a comparative market analysis. And in that comparative market analysis, they will take all the recent comps in the neighborhood and kind of say, hey, this is what your property is worth based on what this property sold. That's kind of how you can find out how much you should list your property for. And in addition to that, there's different marketing strategies that you can do, which will also affect how much you list your property for. But I'll go into different marketing strategies in a different video. And then the 5th question that I get asked all the time is, what happens if my house doesn't sell right away? It's a great question. And typically, if your house doesn't sell right away, what that means is the market's shifting and the market says that where you're currently priced at, you might be a little overpriced. Now, what that means is that you'll most likely have to do a price adjustment. And in that price adjustment, usually those are 2% price adjustments. And I like to do those, if it comes to that, on the 14th day, the 21st day, and the 30th day. So every week you kind of adjust until your house sells. Now, I mean, you could wait it out, see if that out-of-town buyer comes down and just gives you what you're asking for. But typically, if it doesn't sell or you don't get any offers within the first 30 days, that usually calls for a price adjustment. If you found this information valuable, I really appreciate if you hit that subscribe, like, and comment. And if you have any further questions, my phone number's down below. Give me a call. I'd love to chat.